Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solutions Brewing Podcast. This is one of our, well, not just really rare, but one of our occasional in-person recordings. We're currently at Rob's house, and we are today we are drinking the very popular, rare by demand right now, and it actually had to be rebrewed due to so much demand. The Airdrie Collab, the next 4 exits. Even though on the can it says the next exit.
Yeah, it's just it's easier that way. Just call it the next exit. That way, it doesn't matter how many people are on the can.
That's true. So this is very exciting because this was our first collab beer.
Yes, this is their first ever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we talked for a long time with the. We have to go down to Okotoks one of these days. We have to do Big Beaver Brewing. Because we talked to them for so long. But yeah, this is the first collab. And I'm just waiting for you guys to take some sips and all that. Even though I know Rob has taken.
I've had a couple.
You've had a few.
So, Rob's already know.
I've also had one before. Yeah.
The aroma on this is just wow. Like that's
crazy. It's very crushable. This one, very drinkable.
Yeah, I'm just the malt flavor coming off of it. Like just cracking the can and pouring in the glass. It's just like immediately that heavy, like, again, because this is a Feist beer or a Marzen sort of thing. It's just that nice flavor coming right off of it.
Feist beer, Oktoberfest Feist beer.
Yeah, it's really good.
So for those listeners who haven't heard us ramble about this before, the collaboration is with all the other Airdrie breweries, Balzac Brewing, 9 for 8.
Oh, that's a good beer.
As well as probably the final brew from Fitzsimmons that they'll be associated with, along with, of course, Solutions Brewing. The beer was made to commemorate the opening of the new overpass and the next exit available to get into Airdrie. So I'm very excited because this was originally made a month ago or something like that. The bridge opened 2 weeks ago.
A month and a half ago.
The first batch was made in September.
Yeah.
And this is a lager style beer, so it took a little longer to ferment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was released just in time for the bridge opening, which was October 17th. And it's already gone.
Sold out.
So just last week we started another batch.
Mm-hmm.
So we made 800 liters that disappeared in a matter of weeks, and then now we're making another 800.
Well, it was funny because each one of the breweries got an allocation, and then they came back to us because we'd had 3 50-liter kegs, and they're just like, we need to can this.
Yeah. So, we ended up giving our portions away, but that's okay. The other 3 breweries, Balzac, 9 and Atlas, they all have tap rooms able to sell all this stuff in.
Yeah.
So they're able to sell it really quick. Ours is still up on the website. We don't have actually that much left either until this next one is done, but that won't be ready for another couple weeks. So you want to hear it, get on the website real quick before it disappears.
Yeah, because I might buy a case.
Yeah.
I know Brendan has already bought a case, but I also might buy a
graciously donated some beers for this podcast. Just want to throw
Indeed,
that out.
I'm even debating, like, even on this next batch, I might take a keg and put it in my kegerator because it's empty right now. So
Might as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, this has got a beautiful, like, straw-like color. Like, it's super, super light.
Yep.
It's a nice Feist beer example, right? Like, just that heavy malt flavor that's coming through a lagered crushable beer.
Yeah.
And there's not a ton of those on the market. We get them this time of year. Every brewery seems to put one out. This is one of the better examples of it, for sure.
I'm also getting, like, some nutty flavors off of it. Like, right on the end.
I can't really taste that, but I also just ate a bunch of sour candies, so.
Rob's Guide to Beer Tasting.
Yeah.
Step 1. Sour punch.
Eat sour candy, yeah.
Just completely wreck your palate. And then have this nice, delicate, fine, great beer and be like, I can't
Well,
tell.
you can thank Halloween for that one. I'm okay if I don't eat candy. The second I eat one, I eat all of them. I can't stop. Can't stop.
And say, so you're like one of the people that likes to go to the grocery stores, like, well, today is November 1st, but like the day after and pick up that 50% off candy?
I didn't go, but that's what happened here. So Tyler, one of my roommates, he went grocery shopping today. He's like, it's 50% off. Comes in with a big bucket of sour candies. I was like, you son of a bitch. Puts it right in front of me. I'm like, think I ate a quarter of it.
Cool stuff.
But yeah, no, this is a fantastic beer. I can see why now that like when we were Rocky Mountain Wine Food Fest, because it was that weekend that the opening had happened and that beer had finished. But it was I think there was one person we ran into at the show.
There was more than one. There was like 4 or 5 that asked for it.
Yeah, but there was one specifically that his company had worked on it. He was like one of the prime contractors. So like,
had worked on the bridge.
Yeah, I worked on the bridge.
On the bridge,
Ason or Acheon or whatever.
Acheon, I think it was,
whether
yeah.
were. And they had gone to, I think it was Atlas. They had said they had gone to Atlas, and they'd basically drained one of the kegs that he got, because he's like, yeah, there was there, and then he's like, we killed one of the kegs because they like bunch of construction guys.
Yeah, Mike was saying they came there and they cleaned them out of cans too.
Oh, and cans. Because he was asking, he's like, hey, do you got any? And we're like, no, we don't have any. He's like, nuts. I was really looking for that. So.
But of course, you directed him to our website where it can be purchased.
It wasn't on the website at that time.
Oh my god.
We're businessmen.
I leave for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We've actually had very strong sales since you've left. Since you come back, the sales have gone down, man.
All right, I'll go back to Australia.
Back to upside down land.
So you participated in both the brews here, Rob.
I did, yep.
How was it brewing on the bigger system with what I imagined was too many cooks in the kitchen?
Yeah, so actually it was really funny. So all we did, well, I shouldn't say all we did, Kyle from 948, because we were brewing at 948, he actually did all the work. So the rest of it was, the first time I was there, I just helped do some of the heavy lifting. Like I put the grain into the mash tun, right? Because there's on the ground, you have to lift up the bins and throw it in. So I did that part, and then I helped empty out the ton after. The second time around, what happened there? He asked for more, needed more hops for the brew. He asked if I could bring some. Like, well, I'm going to be late then because I have to go all the way to our shop to go get the hops and then come back. So I missed the mash in this time.
Oh, okay.
But I still helped with taking out, pulling out, like cleaning out the mash tun.
Which is always, it's a very important part of the job. Like, it's always fun to, just let it sit.
It's just hot and heavy. Like,
just
it smells
hot and
good,
heavy.
but the grain is all wet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, the rest of it is just watching Kyle do the work, because he
It's his
brews with the
equipment,
system all
yeah,
the time. So
yeah.
it's just like, why fuck with it, right? So it's just let him do it. And the first time around, I supplied pizza, and this time I brought some beers from some of our tradesies from the Rocky Mountain show. So they got to try some new beers, and so just did it that way. So it's basically just hang out and brew. It's like, it's no different than brewing at home. You do something and then you have to wait for a little while for
Water
the
to
next
heat up
step, or
or cool
wait
down.
water to heat up, or you're waiting for the boil, or you're just waiting for the mash to finish, right?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So it's just, yeah.
Sit and have a couple of brewskis.
What kind of system do they have at 948?
They have Dandy's system, the old one.
Oh.
They have Dandy's original one, like all of it. Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to remember, was that the one that was cut in
Yeah.
half
Yes.
system? Really?
Yeah.
Basically a fermenter cut in half. And
Yeah.
It was like one of those giant milk containers, like milk vats.
Yeah.
That's what it was originally, and it was cut in half, and it was turned into a mash tun and a brew kettle, right? And then there's another half one that's used for hot liquor tank, basically. Yeah.
Proper 3-pot system.
Yeah.
I was always wondering where that went, because I remember when Dandy was moving out of their place and they were upgrading to, like, big boy system sort of thing.
Yeah. So when Dandy moved, they bought all brand new stuff.
Yeah.
948 bought all the old stuff,
Okay. Interesting.
including the
When are
fermenter.
they
So they're
moved?
using the original plastic.
Oh,
fermenters
so
and stuff,
they have that, like,
they
13...
have everything. They have the whole old system, everything.
So, like, okay, so this
They're
is
not
like
fermenting in kegs, though, are they?
No,
no, I think they have
Or
a...
carbonating.
They are carbonating kegs, though. Yes.
But natural carbonation?
No, it's forced carb.
Okay.
Force carb.
That's the biggest memory I have of Dandy's shop, is all their kegs sitting over there just like with no gas hooked up to them or anything. It's nope, these ones are carbon.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
For our listeners, Dandy's old system was, again, this put together for like $20,000 or $10,000 sort of thing.
All dairy equipment.
Dairy equipment. But the thing they had, because they had so many different batches going on at once, was that they had 13 or so, I think it was almost 15, of these 400-liter fermentation tanks. So these fairly large tanks. And they were just like, it was a ring. So it was the brew system, and then it was a ring of fermenters. And then at the end was where their bright tank was. And yeah, like it was just
They didn't have a bright tank.
No, and Dandy did. They didn't use it that often,
Oh,
but they had a bright tank. It's when they really needed a force carb, something for something else. But yeah, it's all these gigantic plastic fermenters. So I'm quite happy that those found a second life down somewhere down the line.
And hopefully 948 decides to upsize right when we decide to upsize to an 800.
That sounds about right.
Get the hand-me-down of the hand-me-down.
Yeah, I'm good with that, man.
That's how the brewing industry works. When Big Rock got rid of a whole bunch of their equipment, Village picked it up for cheap, and Village is now big brand owned by. I'm trying to remember. Are they still independent or did they get bought out?
Village.
Village.
Village, no, they're still unique.
Yeah, no. So it was Wild Rose that got bought out.
Wild Rose got bought,
Yeah.
by Sapporo.
Yeah, Sapporo. Well, Sleeman's and Sapporo. Many tiers on that thing.
Right, yeah, you're right. It was Sleeman's.
Yeah.
The other S brewery. Yeah.
Yeah, the other is brewery, and then Sleeman's was bought by Sapporo.
But Sapporo bought Sleeman's first, so
Yeah.
by the transitive property, Sapporo bought Wild Rose.
Man, this beer is going down real fast, guys.
I know, man.
This is an excellent one. I might have
Yeah.
to run out back to the
There's
truck
a
and
reason
grab
why it
another
is
one.
popular. It is very good.
Well, I was going to say grab one from inside here. I think I'm going to buy a case, and I'll donate one for them.
I can do that, yeah.
All right, listeners, you heard it here first. Steve is paying for the beer.
Yeah. No, this is like it's just a great beer, man. I'm just so happy with it.
It goes down too easy.
Okay. So
Like the only other one I've had other than this time was like the only chance was we each took a can when we went to go take our picture on the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
And then we all crushed a beer and it was like, wow.
so it helps that it's lowly carb. Like it's a low carbonation on it. It's just
But not as low as some of the stuff that we've carved, right? Like it's proper, because we've done Black Swan and stuff like that, which was arguably too low, and this is higher than that. But
it's still like it's like
It is low on the carbonation side. And but yeah, I mean, but that actually kind of helps you, makes it easier to drink because you're not so bloaty.
Yeah, like I would say
You don't
this
feel
is
so
like
gassy after.
because usually a standard beer is like 2.5 volumes of CO2. This is like 2, maybe sub 2.
yeah,
Because it's going down real quick and smooth.
whereas I think Black Swan's like 1.5 or something.
Yeah,
in that
through the
range.
natural
It was quite a
carbonation.
bit lower. It finishes very cleanly as well. That's what I like about it. Some of the higher malt beers will kind of be a little cloying or stick around quite a bit more, and this one finishes nice.
Mm-hmm. It definitely does.
All right. Anything else we can say to sell this beer?
Yeah.
Get it before it's gone.
If they
it
wanted to
before
get
it's
this
gone.
beer from us, how would they do it?
Well, they could go to our website, solutionsbrewing.com, where we have our lovely store. And usually there's only 3 beers, but there are 4 beers listed there right now. The Friends Night Out, the Missing Piece, the Kiss Amber Ale, and this lovely Next Exit.
Yep.
So they can put it up an order, and one of the lovely gentlemen who works for Solutions Brewing will deliver it to you in the greater Calgary area.
Oh, and if you're really lucky, it'll be me and you'll get to see my Movember mustache.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, we haven't mentioned that yet, but it is. It looks good.
It's pretty special. Yeah.
But then, go to our website. If it's out and waiting for the next batch to come in because it lists out of stock sort of thing, you can send a message to noproblems@solutionsbrewing.com or join the newsletter to get the latest monthly updates on what's happening with the brewery. And you can also check on our Facebook and Instagram @solutionsbrewingco.
So November brings up an interesting point. It is November 1st.
Yes.
And so I shaved clean today to start the whole thing as well. but-
Officially, you're supposed to shave clean and then let it grow out for the month. But I've done that a bunch of times, so this time I thought I actually grew the beard I was letting it grow out
Yeah.
over October, and then I shaved it into something
It's almost more impressive to wear that for your retirement.
instead of letting it grow in.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to grow a normal beard, and then I have to go to the field on the 27th. So I'll keep it for 3 or 4 days there.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, people. I'll be burning your eye holes there through Instagram and stuff pretty soon. But yeah,
I was going to shave today, but I had a dental appointment, so I kind of like my day got totally messed up or anything like that.
It takes 5 minutes to shave in the morning.
No, it doesn't. Not with this thing. This takes a little bit longer.
you could have done it yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I could, but I was sleeping. I felt
gosh.
I felt tired.
See, every year you have an excuse for this Movember thing.
Yes, but I always donate.
And that comes to the important part. So I assume your Movember page is up and running.
My Movember page is up and running.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so mine will be up fairly shortly. I'm going to get a haircut and take a picture tomorrow so that I look a little better. And then last time I think you set up like a team or a group or something.
Team is set up again. Yeah.
Perfect. So
Yeah,
if
so it's
anybody
Solutions Brewing Team, if you guys want to look on that for that on the Movember site.
Whomever page.
goes to a good cause, happens every year, and you get to see us look like fools for a little bit.
Yeah, more than normal. Yeah,
More than normal. Yeah. And then Child's Play is usually around this time too, right?
Or Extra
Or
Play.
Extra Life.
Extra Life. Yeah, that one I'm doing a little different. So that one was actually scheduled. The official date is November 4th.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing it this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it December 2nd instead.
Oh,
And the reason
okay.
for doing it so late was because it just works better for the schedule.
Okay.
Schedule, so it gives me time to actually game for 24 hours and then recover without having like a hockey game or something the night before. So, so
And do you have a page set up for that as well?
there's a page set up for that too. Yeah, so that's that one's different. That's extralife.org. And then there's also a Solutions Brewing Team for that too, so that makes it easier. So keep it simple, man.
But as I recall, if you donate enough money, you get to pick a really terrible game for you to play for. A certain amount of
Any
time.
$50 donation will be 1 hour of any game. So if I don't own the game, I will buy the game and I will play it for the hour, or I find it in some way, whatever. I get the game, no matter anyone.
Do you know how many terrible dating sims have come out in the last year?
All of them.
Yes.
They're all terrible.
I usually try to pick something fairly torturous for Rob to play through. So, though I think last year's was pretty bad. I did the I Am Bread one, which was
That was interesting at first when I was playing it, but
Yeah.
then it was like after like 20 minutes in there, you're like, when is this? When is my hour?
it's a physics based game where each corner of a piece of bread that you play as is a different button on the controller, and you're basically trying to flip and yeet yourself towards a surface to burn yourself and become toast.
Yeah, the first
So-
level you end up jumping into a toaster. There's one level where you like toast yourself on a like an iron.
Yeah.
Like a clothes iron.
Yeah, like a clothes iron. Yeah.
But the thing is, you can't just toast one side; you have to toast both
Both
sides. Yeah, then
sides.
you have to figure out how to flip yourself over. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was like that. Like
You
I
have to
look
try
for
not
like
to
the
get
most,
dirty, right? So you're not allowed to touch the floor. It's like a floor's lava kind of game too.
Yeah,
Except your bread.
Except
But
your
your bread.
Yeah.
yeah. I might choose the always going up or something up game or whatever. It's the like the climbing sim that.
I have that one. Someone made me do that one a couple years ago.
Okay, because there's
I mean, you can make me do it again. I have the game.
well, no, they've released a second one.
Oh god. Of course they did.
I'm going to go a completely different direction. I think I'm going to find a game that really pays off after like 17 hours, but gives you just that hook in the first hour. And so you won't actually have enough time to really appreciate the game, but hopefully it'll sink its claws into you and I'll actually take 20 hours of your life.
Ooh, that's devious there, Rob. there, Brendan. Poor Rob.
I'd be like, Rob, did you sleep Sunday? No, I was playing this other game.
I
I actually did 36 hours straight. Yeah.
Finally, my charity event is over. I can go back to that other game.
I took 2 days off after that too. I scheduled 2 days off.
The trick will be to find one you haven't already played through.
Yeah, there's been quite a few, but I mean there are also a lot of games, so it's not like it's possible to find something for sure.
Oh yeah, like there's such a huge library of games now and all that. Like I remember the one year I made you play that. I think it was the Pigeon dating simulator.
No,
No, I didn't get you to do that one.
no.
I might get you to do that one.
The pigeon dating simulator?
Yes.
No.
It's as stupid as it sounds.
I did the unboxing one for you one time.
The
That
unboxing.
was the year that I moved. So you will experience my life.
But yeah, if for the month of November and into December, if you got some spare change in your pocket or something like that, and you want to help a good cause, head over to what was it again, Rob?
Either Extra Life or Movember. It's literally, if you search Extra Life, you'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah, and donate to the cause, and maybe make Rob play a weird game.
That's right, yeah.
So I think that's good for an episode, boys.
Perfect.
Time for another beer.
Yeah, so order it now before we drink it all.
Yeah. So thanks, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.
Take care.